So now we're going to do some catch-up work. I bought this bag of little bottles from the supermarket or somewhere, $3-4. This is going to be perfect for the pressure gauge, and the two taller bottles are going to be perfect for the trim tanks. That's all you need. So that's the little pressure gauge that we're going to use. You find the details of that actually in the Arduino circuitry. I've actually named it and so on. You just Google it and buy them. They're about $20 or so. And these three tabs are the ones that we take wires from. So I've just soldered the wires on there. I've also written down which wire's which, because one's power, one's, oh, this is what I'm doing now. Power, one is signal, and the other is ground. You have to remember these things because you won't see this as easily. And the circuit diagram for the pressure gauge tells you where everything goes, and it also gives you a picture of where capacitors go. That's all in the diagrams that I have, so there should be nothing new about any of that. So as you can see, a little bit of tube on the end of that, a bit of rubber to connect it, and that's going to go now straight into its little container. Just quickly, the reason I need a sealed container is because the pressure in the boat will change due to the action of the piston. And this is sensitive to whatever the pressure is that's around it. There's a tiny hole in the back of it, which means that it will be inaccurate unless I sealed it. In the U-boat, I keep it separate, and it's a separate unit out the front because it's all sealed. In this boat, I'm going to put it into the watertight cylinder, but it still needs to be sealed from the pressure in that cylinder. So what I'm doing now is just wiring up the Arduino so that I can test everything. Hi there. Bit of a recap. So we've got the bow planes on this running properly now, and you've just quickly seen a little demonstration of how they work. What I've now done though is I've taken the submarine software on the script for the submarine, for the U-boat actually, and I have wired it all up right here with the relays and so on, just like it works on the submarine. I now have the pressure gauge here going into the bottle. I think you've seen that before, and first time works perfectly, just great. So now what I'm going to do is use a couple of other little spare spots on the Arduino pins, and I'm going to add the retract servo, because this little one here is acting as the, it's a tiny servo, is acting as the bow planes. So I'm going to add an extra and then put the software for the bow planes, one that you've just seen, into this, which will basically then just operate the two remaining relays on that 8-bank relay, and just see if I can get that working. If I can do that, the next step is to get into the sketches, the two sketches, and start to combine them so that in fact the whole thing will work with a brand new sketch. So that's where we're up to. Okay. I'm not looking forward to that. That's going to be quite hard, and we'll see how we go. It's going to be a bit of trial and error involved in merging those two software packages. But first of all, we'll have a look at the submarine one. And if you haven't seen it before, this is how it works. So what I've got here is the transmitter. I've got the computer on, and that's powering up the Nano. I'll now just put the power onto the system which powers up the radio and all of those bits and pieces. I'll turn the receiver on. You should never do it that way, but I just did it there. Okay, and now I'll just press the reset button on the Arduino so it boots up again, and that's it. So what we're finding now, oh, that's it, is that's the little, you can see that, I think, the little servo working. The little light that's on there is the power to that servo. That's part of the script, because when I boot up, that only comes on at the end. Now let me just see, this is the piston. Ah, that's it. Piston that way, yep. Pump, yep. Pump. Trim tanks, yep. That's all working. I could do a routine, but I know that they're all working. But here's the hydroplane working nicely. Here's the tube measuring pressure. If I just pull the knob this way now and push it forward, it's taken a snapshot of that pressure, and I'll put it on automatic. And now you can see this wobbling a little bit, but when I raise it, it's bringing the boat down, and when I push it down, it's bringing the boat back up. And if I leave it down, waiting. Oh, am I down far enough? Oh, there it is. You see the piston coming on and off. And that's because it's working out that the boat's too deep, and the piston is every 8 seconds coming on for 1 second just to bring it back. It's just that little minor adjustment, and the servo now takes over. So that will be, it's a bit wobbly, but that's fine. And that will hold the boat at the depth I want. I'll turn it off automatic, and we're back on manual control. Pretty good. Alright, so what I've done now is I'm just resetting that. I've just wired up this servo into the circuit, and it's designed to be complementary. So I made sure that when I designed this script, it used a pin that the current system doesn't use. And now I've uploaded the script just for the servos. So everything else now is not relevant. And you can see here, that's the hydroplane. That's working. That means that the hydroplanes are out and working. Now when I turn this over to one side, the hydroplanes have stopped working, and it's closing until it reaches the spot, and it's all turned off, and it's using those two relays at the end. So now I'll turn it off again. That relay is on, meaning it's powering up the servo, it's opening it up, and they will then change, because that's not working. That's it. Now I've got a servo. That's it. All I've got to do now is combine this script with the other script and make it one. That'll be interesting. Right, this has taken about 3/4 of an hour. I'll just reset the Arduino, and that's it, it's loaded. Whoops. And what you can see is there's the hydroplane working nicely. Everything's working as it should. There's the rudder. If I take a snapshot of the depth and put it on auto, it's all working. That's very good. Now, let's retract the servos. That's turning, it's going faster than it needs to, and it's turned the hydroplane off. And now I put it back. Everything's working. I've got it. I've just made that 5 times faster than it needs to be, just so that it's easy for demonstration. But we've got, that's exactly right. We're right. Fantastic.